warm hello and welcome. I'm Coach Ray, your go-to for narration and conversations on topics that are designed to keep you alive and well-ish. Join me as we explore practical tips, expert insight, and motivational stories that help you build a better life. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to discuss why motivation isn't a stable personality trait and how to thrive anyway. Before I bring this blog post that I wrote to life, I want to let you know that I'm going to reference two other blog posts right in the video. I also narrated those, and you can find those videos in the Alive and Wellish YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm also going to link the original blog post because there is research on motivation at the very bottom of the article if you're interested in learning more. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Why motivation isn't a stable personality trait, and how to thrive anyway. Some days I wake up feeling like I can conquer the world. I am motivated to check off the tasks on my to-do list, honey-do list, and even some items from my bucket list. Then there are days when I can barely muster the motivation of a sleepy sloth on a Sunday afternoon. Sound familiar? Well, my friends, this is the reality of motivation. It's about as stable as a well-played Jenga tower during an earthquake.
Oh, no!
Now, before you start questioning your life choices or calling yourself names for being lazy, let me assure you, fluctuating motivation levels are expected. Research tells us that motivation is not a static personality trait. Due to our ever-changing internal and external influences, individual needs, and personal mindset, motivation is more like a fickle friend who comes and goes as they please. Typical suggestions: thumbs up or thumbs down. As a national board certified health and wellness coach, I am no stranger to the common suggestions recommended for clients to increase their motivation and ultimately reach their goals. Typical suggestions in the health and wellness field often include practice discipline, finding your why, connecting with accountability buddies, embracing imperfections. And while these suggestions may have merit, I don't like them. I find them trite and exhausting. When we feel unmotivated, adding self-imposed pressure or forcing uninspiring work won't ignite any motivational dynamite, at least not for me. If you've also grown tired of the tried and true, fear not, for I have a few ideas that will help you thrive, even when your motivation seems to have left the building. Try this instead. Instead of practicing discipline, try challenging yourself with novel experiences. When motivation is playing hooky, discipline can be the reliable friend you look to for help. After all, those chores aren't going to do themselves. However, instead of forcing things that always seem to send your motivation running for the hills, why not try something new? Engaging in activities or tasks that are outside of your comfort zone can ignite a sense of excitement and motivation as you tackle challenges. You may also consider gamifying ordinary tasks. Turning your goals into a game by creating a point or reward system can add an element of fun to mundane activities. Instead of finding your why, try self-experimentation. If you're deeply connected to your passions and guided by a personal mission statement, it may seem counterintuitive to detach from your why. However, for some, finding a why that truly resonates and motivates doesn't always work. Attempting to redefine my life's purpose, especially on those mornings when crawling out of bed feels like a monumental task, is often wasted energy that doesn't produce any meaningful results. In reality, when we are unable to pinpoint anything significant to call our motivation home, the fruitless efforts feel discouraging. Instead, I suggest experimenting with biofeedback, biohacking, or simply exploring your five senses. Biofeedback. Use wearable devices or apps that track metrics like heart rate variability or sleep quality. Monitoring your physiological responses can provide valuable insights into how different activities affect your motivation and well-being. Biohacking. Explore techniques such as intermittent fasting, cold exposure, or neurotropic supplements to optimize your physical and cognitive performance. Improved health and energy levels can lead to increased motivation. Sound. Experiment with different types of music or ambient noise to discover what energizes and motivates you. Smell. Use scents like citrus or peppermint to uplift your mood and increase alertness. Try scented candles, essential oils, or diffusers to create a refreshing environment. Sight. Make a vision board with images, quotes, or symbols representing your goals. Display it prominently to keep your motivation high. Taste. Eat a diverse range of foods to support your cognitive function and overall health. Avoid heavy, sugary foods that can cause energy crashes. Touch. Design spaces that promote well-being. Incorporate natural elements like textures, light, and plants into ergonomic workspaces. Ensure your bedroom is temperature controlled and includes sensory items like weighted blankets. Set up recreational areas for tactile activities, myofascial release, or massage to enhance focus and productivity. Instead of connecting with accountability buddies, try keeping things to yourself. Sometimes telling others about your goal destroys your drive to achieve it. This can happen because sharing releases the same feel-good chemicals in your brain as accomplishing something does. Keeping your goals private fosters a deeper sense of self-reliance, empowering you to achieve them on your own terms. You can stay focused without outside pressure or distractions, which allows you to hold yourself accountable and concentrate solely on your personal growth journey. I recommend setting micro goals and tracking your progress. My Goldfish Journal is designed for this purpose, breaking down your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. If you're interested, I'll link this below. Once you reach your milestones, then it's time to celebrate with everyone. Instead of embracing imperfection, try forcing yourself through failure. Here's a little secret. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is perfect. We all have off days, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Instead of beating yourself up for not being a motivation machine, embrace your humanity and practice self-compassion. Then take it a step further. Create a failure resume. List your past failures and setbacks along with the lessons they taught you. Don't have enough failures yet? Stop tiptoeing around life's imperfection and dive headfirst into the messy mix of trial and error. Remember, failure isn't a foe to fear, but a fun-filled adventure of learning and growth. Failure can shift your perspective and boost your motivation by reminding you just how resilient you are in the face of challenges. Just like the weather, motivation can be unpredictable. Yet, armed with a little creativity, a splash of resiliency, and a heap of self-compassion, you can dance with the fluctuations, roll with the punches, and remind yourself that even when motivation goes on a joyride, you've got what it takes to thrive anyway. You just listened to me read the blog post that I wrote titled, Why Motivation Isn't a Stable Personality Trait and How to Thrive Anyway. I hope you got some helpful tips and tricks. Remember, it's not about reaching a destination. It's about embracing the beautiful messiness of life and finding joy along the way. Take what you need, leave the rest, and until next time, stay well.